What's going on, you guys? Hope everybody can hear me. It's been a minute. It's been a minute. Hit that like button as you come on in. We got some shit to talk about today. We definitely got some stuff to talk about today. Hit that like button for your boy, man. Let's see who's in the building early. Salute to Yeshua the Zirin Nazarene. He says, how is Crawford stalling when your management team and you haven't even got a date, ain't signed no contract? Shit, go up, goose, great goose, drink yourself up. What's going on, Will Lamb? What's wrong, D Savage? I see you in the building, man. We got to talk about this shit, man. I think February 4th is the new date. We go talk about all this. Ronnie Boy Fresh, Errol Spence had a battle on Twitter. Salute to Reggie Leroy. What's going on, man? Salute to everybody in the building, man. Hit that like button. You come on in, man. Your boy Bushido been going through some shit behind the scenes, but I am A-okay, right? As a man, you always got to be okay. Keep moving fucking forward. We got a lot to talk about, man. The big fish. He was silent for a long time, but now he got a lot to say. What's going on, D Young? I see you in the building. D Young, Spence got a lot to say, man. Whole lot to say. Let me put it on the screen. Wait till some more people get up in here, man. Hit that like button for your boy. Let's get this party started. We'll also open up the panel. Get you guys' thoughts. You know, it's looking like February is what they're projecting for this fight. I think that's a good enough time for everybody to get their shit together to be at the fight. I hope everybody can hear me. I ain't got my original setup or nothing, man. Again, like, boy, I tell you. But the big fish, man. Hold up. Do I got this screen up? Let me put this screen up. The big fish. What's going on, baby Juju? He said, somebody get Lawyer up in here. Yo, he'll be here soon. Trust me, he will be here for this. If he ain't at work, he'll definitely be here for this. He'll definitely be here. Lawyer will be here. Let's see. Hold on. Let me close this shit out. All right, the big fish, man. He was going back and forth with Ronnie Boy. You know what I'm saying? That's funny. He called him Mo and everything. Spence comes out on Twitter and says, been stalling for months. I could have fought in November. Right? He said he could have fought in November. He said Crawford is stalling, y'all. He said that Terence Bud Kumite Crawford is stalling the fight. And then he says, been fighting. Oh, shit. Hold up. Been fighting this way for over a decade. This shit ain't easy or fun. Right? So the big fish says the clock is ticking on him making that weight. You know, he's been making that weight for 10 years. Actually, he should have been moved the fuck up, in my opinion. But he's able to make the weight for 10 years, and it ain't fun. It ain't easy. Right? Then he says, oh, he started getting into it with Ronnie Boy. Then he says, Ronnie Boy says, if you think I'm going to believe anything a drunk say, you got me messed up, Mo. All you need to do is drop that bread in that Cash App, you dig? Ronnie Boy, funny as hell. And then he said, the big fish says, you right, Mo. He said, you right, Mo. Drunk, eye surgery, car crashes, no strength and conditioning trainer, no nutritionist, gained 30 pounds in between fights, and I'm still the biggest fish. Wow. Jesus Christ. That was a pretty good comeback, Errol. I ain't gonna lie to you. What's up, LT? I see you in the building. What's up, Cass G? He said, Spence just keeping it real like always. Hey, I'm waiting for Bud's response. Bud gotta say something, y'all. He got to. He has to address this shit. And I expect him to. So Ronnie Boy says, so in other words, Boogeyman Bud and 8. Gotcha, Slim. So Ronnie Boy and Spence was going back and forth today. Spence came at Terence Crawford today and said he'd been starting for months. Now, it would have been nice if he tagged him, but we know who he's talking about. Right? And then, of course, we got reports earlier saying that they sent a contract out, a revised contract, and they haven't heard word from Team Crawford. This is what they're saying, right? But Crawford's nephew, Travion Crawford, came on Facebook today and said none of that shit's true. They never received the contract at all. So I mean, what the hell is going on, right? What's really good, man? What's really good out here? Hey, Bud's go say something. You know he is. When he catches wind of this, which he probably had by now, or sometime during this stream, he's gonna respond to this for sure. Crawford ain't gonna let somebody just say some shit like that and not clap back. I mean, but yeah, Spence on his helmet, man. Good, man. This is what I've been wanting from Spence, bro. Say something, bro. He said Crawford been stalling for months. Is it Crawford? Is it PBC? Is it show? Man, who the hell is it? He said, Spence said, y'all boys started. What y'all got to say about that? I'm going to open up the panel, man. I'm going to open up the panel. Crawford got to say something, though. You know what I'm saying? Bud Nation is going to be expecting Crawford to say something. Let me see if he said something now as we speak. So this fight's looking like it's going to be in February, though, you guys. Scratch the whole December thing. It's not happening. I say February. So Crawford ain't said nothing on Twitter since the Michael B. Jordan thing. Everybody seemed to be interested in the Creed 3 movie. It looks pretty cool. He says Errol been lying for years. Now all of a sudden he's telling the truth. Man. Errol Spence came out with vengeance today, man. I can't even lie, you guys. He came pretty hard. He said Bud been stalling for months. This is the first time either fighter has came out and kind of like said something about, you know, pretty much like negotiate. Like he said Bud been stalling for months. So this is something that Crawford will have to address. We don't need to hear from Blue Blood or nobody like Roy Foreman. We need to hear this stuff directly from Terence Crawford, bro. We need to hear exactly what's going on from Bud. So I expect Bud to respond to this. You know, is Crawford stalling? I don't think so. I don't think so. We heard so many fucking things, bro. The transparency with the funds. Like, well, who wouldn't want to know how much money is floating out there if there's no guarantees? You know what I'm saying? Who wouldn't want to know that? That's the last we have heard as officially is the transparency with the funds. You know what I'm saying? He said Spence want that Crawford payday 65% back in. You said Spence been stalling for years. Hey, this is gonna get ugly, you guys. It's about to get ugly. Whenever Crawford responds, it's gonna be a whole nother thing to talk about. But if I would have think that Crawford would have to be kind of careful how he responds because Spence said he's been stalling for months. So Crawford probably will have to say some shit without giving details what's really going on in negotiations. You know what I'm saying? You said Big Jellyfish is doing damage control. That's what I kind of thought earlier, bro. When that little report came out that Crawford, they haven't heard from him in 2 weeks. They sent a new contract over and all that shit. I thought it was damage control type shit. Because, you know, the narrative prior was like Spence with them and, you know, Al Heyman and all that. But now, Spence come out and says Crawford been stalling. So Crawford gonna have to address this shit. He gonna have to address it. You know? You said Crawford wants no smoke. You said it seemed like Crawford don't really want it. I'm over this fight, bro. Man, I don't think that's what it is, dog. I don't think that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that's what it is. And like I said before, if this fight was with Top Rank, DAZN, this shit would have been happened, bro. This shit would have been made already. We'll be talking about a potential rematch by now, man. Like, come on. But I am glad Spence came out and said something. So now Crawford gonna have to say something. And what is Crawford gonna say? I don't know. Let me see if he's gonna respond for sure. But Spence apparently is getting frustrated, right? He's getting frustrated. The mandatories and shit gonna start kicking in soon, you guys. The sanction buddies gonna start kicking in. The mandatories gonna start kicking in. And Spence has been making that weight for quite some time, right? So it's probably gonna get even harder for him to make the weight at 30. What? How old is Spence? 33? About to be 33. It's gonna be even harder for him to make that weight. especially if he addressed the weight thing, right? Been fighting this weight for over a decade. This shit ain't easy fun. So yeah, he's probably concerned about making a weight. You said they couldn't even get Bud and Pac. That's because Pac didn't want to fight. Pac didn't really want to fight unless he got $40 million, bro. And they couldn't provide proof of funds. That's the last time Crawford and Pacquiao was gonna fight. People seem to skip over that one. They go right back to the original when Bob Arum blocked the fight. You know what I'm saying? He said, "I swear I'm waiting for Bud's response. We know Errol be lying though." Man, we gotta wait and see, bro. Big John says Crawford never wanted this fight, man. He said Bud never wanted to fight. I think Bud definitely wants to fight. But these dudes, they already lowballing them, right? 35% or whatever the hell they said. And, there's allegedly no guarantee. Then there's a $5 million guarantee. I don't fucking know, bro. But whatever the case may be, it's got to be something with the business not being right in order for Crawford to take this fight. He said, what's with the proof of funds thing, bro? The proof of funds, you talking about the Pacquiao or you talking about the Crawford with the transparency? Because Pacquiao wanted $40 million to fight Terence Crawford. And I guess they was trying to get the money. They almost had it, but I guess they didn't get it in the end or something. They couldn't provide proof of it or some shit like that. But as far as the transparency thing, that's basic business shit, bro. Like if you're doing business with somebody and there's a whole bunch of money flowing around, you want to know what kind of money's flowing around. You will be getting short chains and lowballed and all types of shit, bro. He'll be stupid not to have transparency over the funds, bro. He'll be kind of stupid not to. He's not just some chump fighter or some guy. Like this is Terence Crawford. He's one of the best fighters in the world. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to treat him with some type of respect there. You know what I'm saying? He's already taking a low ball, so you got to show him some type of fucking respect. He says, where is YSM? I thought it was happening November 19th. YSM should be on here pretty soon, bro. You said even Manny Pacquiao said Terence Crawford. I mean, everybody's saying Crawford will beat Spence. But the problem is we got to get this fight started first, bro. We got to get this show started, man. Hit that like button for your boy, man. We got 82 people in the building, man. Y'all playing your boy. The big fish fires off on Terence Crawford, man. Will Terence Crawford react? I believe so. I definitely think he's going to react. He's not going to let this one ride at all. Come on, man. We only got 37 likes, bro. Let's get like 60 likes at least, man. I know it's hard for a lot of people just to hit the like button. I know it damn near burn your finger. You know, it's like you're poking a needle or something, but just hit the like button for your boy Bushido, man. This is getting crazy though with this fight, man. But basically what Spence did though, and this is good. This is good. Because people stopped talking about it for a little minute. Deontay Wilder was in everybody's tip of everybody's tongue and shit. And everything else has been going on in the boxing. But Errol Spence, like, you know what? Nah, we about to talk about my fight. Crawford been stalling for months. Drops the fucking mic and shit. Now everybody's talking about Spence Crawford again. Easy work, right? But prior to this, we haven't heard none from Spence really in regards to this fight in quite a while. You know? But like I said earlier, for the guys who missed it, they said that they sent the contract over to Crawford 2 weeks ago, and they never heard no word. But according to Crawford's nephew, now take it for how you will, this is Crawford's people's. This is his nephew, his sister's son, right? He said they never sent no damn contract. It's cap. So it could possibly be some type of damage control. That's just why Crawford himself, Terence Crawford, not Blue Blood, not Roy Foreman, not anybody else that was told by Terence Crawford, not Bernie, not nobody. Crawford himself, he damn near need to go on a fucking live stream and address this situation. Because it's going to get ugly. Go on Twitter, go on a live stream. Got to address this, bud. Got to. Because now the narrative with this Spence Crawford fight has been back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Now Crawford don't want the fight. A week ago, Spence didn't want the fight. Right? Before that, you know what I'm saying? So it's like back and fucking forth, bro. At this point, I think both guys want the fight. At this point, me honestly, I think both guys do want the fight. I mean, what else is there for them? This is the biggest fight in boxing, the biggest fight for both fighters. Then there's guys like Bruce Ennis. Do you really want to deal with him if you don't have to? They want this fight, but the business got to be fucking right, bro. Spence said he could have fought in November. He been stalling for months. Yeah, Crawford got a lot to address, bro. Straight up, he do. Y'all know Bud is my guy. That's the best fighter in the world. My favorite boxer, favorite fighter. But he got to address this shit, bro. He got to address this, and he got to make sure he say the right thing. Because Spence literally dropped the mic. You know what I'm saying? Spence literally dropped the mic. He said Crawford said he don't need to fight. I mean, really, he don't. You know what I'm saying? But he do. He don't, but he do. You know what I'm saying? He need this fucking fight, bro. The world isn't gonna let them live this down if they don't fight. They gotta fight now. The world ain't gonna let them live it down. Everywhere they go for the rest of their life, they're gonna be asking, why didn't you fight Spence? Why didn't you fight Crawford? For the rest of their life. So if they don't want to deal with that shit, they gotta fight. Point blank, period. He said Crawford will not beat Spence. All the jaw jacking Crawford's been doing for the past few years, now it's time to make it happen. He's been BS. Nah, man, that's not how it's happening. That's not how it's happening, bro. Because for weeks we've been hearing that Spence been stalling and they ain't doing right by the business and all this other shit. So now it's a different narrative. Now Spence himself came out and set the narrative. So yeah, Bud go have to say something though. Hit that like button for your boy, man. He says both fighters playing games. They want too much money. They ain't known like Pac and Floyd. Man, I wish we knew the details. You know what I'm saying? For weeks, you know, because how much is too much? You know what I'm saying? For this fight, for these two guys, two of the best guys in the sport, two of the top pound for pound fighters in the sport. How much is too much? You know what I'm saying? How much is too much? What's going on, B House Promotions? I see you in the building. Yeah, man, your boy's the Big Fish, man. He went hard today, bro. The Big Fish went hard today, so I'm looking for Bud now. I'm looking for Bud to say something to kind of set the record straight. Because Spence got control of the narrative real fast. Not to mention the reports from Boxing Scene about them being concerned about Team Crawford being committed to this fight. You know? So, yeah, I'm looking for Bud right now. And y'all know Bud my guy. But I'm looking for him. Like, Bud, you got to address this shit. Now, I don't want to hear from Blue Blood or nobody else. I need to hear from you. So, yeah, Bud got to, let me see if he said something on Twitter yet. Bud got to say something. Hope he didn't say nothing yet. Salute to Jason Jimenez for the super chat. He said Spence don't want it. Bud is the number one fighter in the world, and he's a fisherman. He's not worried about a fish. More damage control from Spence. Shaking my head. Hit that like button, man. Salute to you, man. Thank you for the super chat, bro. Much appreciated, man. Man, it could possibly be damage control. This is why Crawford got to come out and say something, bro. Set the record straight. Like I said, his nephew came out and said that that shit, they never got no contract, no other contract. It was cap. So there's a lot of fucking mysterious shit going on with this fight, bro. And it'll lead you to believe that when it actually happened, you damn near got to pinch yourself to say, is this really happening? because we've been on a hell of a fucking ride with this fight for about what? How many years now? It's been some years now with fans going back and forth. Who's ducking who really want to fight? Bro, it's been years. He says, Bud better reply back. He said, Twitter fingers Crawford ain't been seen. Ah, come on, man. We know Bud. We know Bud gonna say something, bro. But we know Bud. Salute to my boy AOB Easy. What's going on, bro? He says the facts will come out one day. We're gonna see who was the beep. Hey, we go find out real soon, bro. But like I said, man, I think both guys want to fight. But if anything, we seen the confidence from Team Crawford. Bomac is sure that Crawford's going to beat Spence. I think from Team Crawford's end, though, I think it has something to do with the business. And as far as Spence, I don't know. I'm not sure. Do they believe that Spence could beat Crawford? I think Spence wants to fight at this point. I think Spence wants to fight, me personally. I think he do want to fight. But his handlers, I don't know. Hey, they say February, man. They say February. This fight is likely going to be happening in February now. I think that's about right. December won't be too good. They make the most out of this fight in February at this point. Hey, you ain't lying, E-File player. I told y'all he the Pootie Tang of boxing, bro. Errol Spence can literally come out and say anything, and you know what I'm saying? He can literally come out and say anything. He's like the Pootie Tang, bro. Shout out to Ed, and they just go nuts. He says Crawford is. I never heard nobody say that. I don't even want to say this. I never heard nobody say that before. That's pretty crazy, bro. You gotta have a little bit more respect than that. I'm not even about to repeat that shit. He said he said Streamuary. He mad enough. He said, man, I ain't about to get him nothing. I'm about to stream this fight now. It taking too long. Y'all mad. Y'all made me mad and shit. I ain't about to buy shit now. You say he's chinny. That's a bunch of bullshit. You a hater, bro. He's trash and he's chinny like that. You a hater, dog. Like he be getting wobbled every fight and shit, or like he be getting dropped and hurt every fight. That's crazy as hell. Motherfucker got hurt in a fight 6 years ago, and he got hurt by me. He got hurt like two times in almost 40 fights, and he's chinny and all this other crazy shit. Like, what the fuck, bro? Have you ever boxed before? Have any of you guys got hit on the chin before? That shit, it don't take much, bro. It really don't. Just hit yourself on the chin right now and watch how damn near like, what the fuck? Salute to Amazing Wave for the super chat. He says, everybody been speaking for Bud. Spence speaking for himself. If it don't come from Bud's mouth, I don't believe it. He needs to respond. Yeah, hey, man, I agree, man. He has to address this. I don't want to hear from Bernie, Blue Blood, none of that. He got to address this shit, bro. But see, maybe Spence broke the code. The code was they probably not to talk about negotiations or anything like that. Spence said, you know what? Fuck this. I can't wait no more. He's been stalling for months. So now Crawford probably gonna come out and say some shit. And it might fuck up the fight too. You know, it might mess things up. It may put some strain on the negotiations or something. Hit that like button for your boy. Salute to Sean T for the super chat, the sponsor of the stream. Salute to OG Sean T. He says it's not looking good for your man's Bushido. Man, this is how it goes, bro. 1 week is looking good. Next week it's not looking good, bro. Same for the Spence fans. One week is looking good for y'all. Next week it ain't. This has been the story of this fight. The story of this Crawford Spence thing for years. Tit for tat. Spence fans have the leverage. They control the narrative. They hooping and hollering, they cheering. Next week, Crawford fans is cheering, hooping and hollering. You know, they got the control of the narrative. This is what it's been. So at this point, I'm just sitting back with my fucking feet up, like just waiting to see if this thing really gonna happen or not. AB said they fighting on Twitter. Yeah, that's what AB said, man. He said the truth can't possibly be lying. What's going on, Boxing Jams? I see you in the building. Y'all go subscribe to Boxing Jams, some of the best breakdowns on YouTube. Hey, Crawford go get him, bro. I already know Crawford go come back. There's no way Crawford's gonna let this one slide. He's not. He's just not. We already know Crawford. He's that dude. You hit him, he gotta hit you back, right? You say something to him, he gotta say something back. You shoot a jump on him and bust his head, he go have to bust your head back, bro. He's that type of guy. So I expect a response soon. Oh yeah, let me put a link out here. Get the link. I think I said quite a bit here. Get you guys' thoughts on it. Salute to Marvin Williams for the super chat. He says, I want to hear from Crawford, not his sister. Hey, I'm with you, man. You know, I agree. Crawford himself has, I said that at the beginning of the stream. Crawford has to come out and say something, bro. He does. Not Bernie, not Letitia, not Travion, none of them. No, I need to hear from Terence himself. What's good, bro? Spence said you stalling. Now what? What's going on? What's going on, LT?
What's going on, man? How you doing?
Doing good, man.
Yeah, man. This is another chapter. It's almost, you know what this kind of reminds me of? It's like you have Spence fans in one bush, and Crawford fans in another bush, and like want to throw a rock and start hide behind the bush and start laughing with their friends, and then another moment, the other side, the other bush will throw a rock, and they hide behind their friends, and start giggling. It's like a back and forth.
It is, bro. It's a
It's
back
like
and forth. It's a
it's
back
like
and
a
forth.
it's like he's like I'm tired, you know. But this is one thing though. You're hearing from the horse's mouth. You're hearing it from Spence himself, baby. You can't get no more than that. You can't get no more than that. So I believe they word over any more than Steven Espinosa's or any YouTubers. Now I'm believe they word. But you know what I think it is? Like I said, I'm on record as stating I don't think Crawford's ducking. What I think it is, I think Spence has already signed off on his deal. And I think it's a problem with Terence Crawford and the PBC.
Yeah,
That's
that
what I
could
think.
possibly be it, bro.
You see what I'm saying? Because when you add all this shit together, you start thinking, well, it wouldn't make sense. Because remember, months ago, Spence said out it's already been sentenced and basically already signed his agreement. I think what it was is, okay, I'm gonna whatever it is, I'm gonna sign off on it. Whatever, I'll sign off on it. And I think that the issue is becoming between PBC and Crawford. That's what it's looking like it is. That the deal, whatever the deal entails, that one party's not happy with the other party. So that's what it
Right,
is, I think. When you really think about it, just think about it, you say, okay, I think that Spence has signed his deal. I think that Crawford has not signed his. Not saying he's right or wrong. I'm just saying I don't think he signed his part of the deal for whatever reason, whether the deal is bad or not. That's what I really
right.
think it is. Because
Hey,
when
hold
you
on, let
think
me read
about
this.
it, it's
Hold on, let me read
Spence.
this
Oh,
super chat real
go ahead,
quick.
go ahead.
Salute to AOB Easy for the super chat. He said Spence claiming Bud stalling after he stalled the fight out himself for 3 years confirms for me this fight never will happen. Hashtag dirty business. Hashtag stall. Salute to my boy AOB Easy for the super chat. Man, you got a response to
This has
that,
been like,
LT?
man, this is like I don't know, man. This is like 11 hip hop. I mean, this is literally like 11 hip hop in boxing, bro. This is like this is like all that drama shows that you see, black drama shows.
Mm-hmm.
This is exactly that. It's been
Yep.
exactly like that, and it's sad. Now I want to see the fight. Now I will say this though, if they put it in February, right? There's a lot of background noise right there. But there's a lot of background noise. Somebody mute themselves real quick.
Yeah. Mute yourself real quick. Yeah.
Okay, I will say if they do put it in February, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. I always thought that was awesome because you could promote with Black History. They did the same shit with Keith Thurman.
Oh,
That
yeah.
makes you see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That
Oh,
would make
yeah.
that would make the fight that much bigger. You could say the
Oh, that's a
first.
good idea.
That's what I'm saying. So I said I didn't want it to be in January. I said, you know what, fam? They might as well skip it in February and put it in February because you could promote that Black History. That's all Black History. So that
Oh,
you would get it.
damn. That's a good
You would
idea.
you would you would you would get a great promotion from that. You would get a
Wow, you
great
right.
promotion. So why would they
Wow.
put it in January if they're gonna just say, you know what, this put? Because remember, they did the same thing with Keith Thurman and Mario Barrios, and it wasn't even two brothers. It was just Keith Thurman himself, and that's that. So you got
Right.
really two brothers on there. They'd be a fool not to put it on February. If they might as well skip January, put it in February.
That makes sense, bro. Let me read the super chat real quick. That definitely makes sense. That's good. He's Sly Tendency salute for the super chat. My boy Sly. He said Spence 2 weeks ago. It was you keep talking while I'm working. Now Bud stalling. If he is, it's because PBC won't open up the books. Spence full of it. Wow.
Yo, you
What do
know
you
what I
think
think
about
it
that,
is?
Bushido?
Bushido.
What up? What you think, bro?
I think it's all a bunch of bullshit, and it's a boring ass soap opera that's losing suspense. That's what I think it
You
is.
said what?
Yeah.
Huh?
I said it's a boring ass soap opera that's losing suspense.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh, that's
man.
what I said. This is like Love and Hip Hop, dog. This is.
Exactly.
Because it's been drawn out for too long, bro. It's been drawn out for too long, bro.
Say, man, this
Bro,
the most political fight I ever seen, man.
Bro,
I ain't
huh?
easily
never.
the most political fight. Easily.
It's an election.
Man, bro.
Shit, boring.
Yeah,
Hey,
man.
I will say this though, like whether you're a Crawford fan or a Spence fan, I think we all want the fight. I think we're all disappointed in man, and I think that yeah, like you guys said, man, like at this point it's just a drama show. I don't even know if the fight is gonna live up to the hype. Just the years of build up that we built it up to be.
Man, ain't it?
Yeah,
I mean, I think just the saga itself might be worth more than the fight.
it can't live up to this hype, bro. It can't.
He said it
Son,
can't.
that's why I said it's a boring soap opera that's losing suspense. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, bro, it can't live up to all this bullshit. But hey, ain't it funny to y'all that like every time it loses a whole lot of suspense, somebody pop up with a tweet or a news story,
Yep.
or you
Yep.
know what I mean? Like,
Yep.
wait,
Yep.
wait, wait, don't forget about us type shit.
Yep. That's what happened. Spence came out and said, "Oh shit, man, nobody talking about us right now. All right, let me say something." Boom. You know what
Nah,
I'm saying?
man.
But no, you know
Yeah,
what? But you know what? It works every time, and as fans, we fall for it every single fucking time.
Yeah.
Like suckers, they play us like flukes, and we fall for it every single time. I made a comment. I said, you know what? I said, fuck them both. You know, and I'm a Spence guy, but I said, you know what? Fuck them both because at the end of the day, it's always the narrative's always changing, and I blame
Every
both of them.
week.
If this fight doesn't happen, I blame both of them.
Yeah. At this
I'm
point,
getting
bro.
static. I don't know if y'all hear that.
Yeah. Yeah. Somebody static. Yeah, that was LT. Yeah, man. Dude,
He,
they can't drop this, bro. I'm telling you guys right now, the world would not let them live this down if they don't fight, bro. They won't let them live it down. Everywhere they go get questioned about each other for the rest
It'll
of their life, bro.
it'll be a hole in each one of their careers for sure.
For
But nah,
sure.
boxing gonna
yep.
live on, fam.
No,
Boxing,
boxing gonna move
yeah,
on.
yeah,
But for them personally, people gonna always ask them about them fucking guys. Just like Riddick Bowe.
yeah, facts,
You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, the world did not let Riddick Bowe live that down when he threw that belt in the trash and didn't fight Lennox, bro.
facts.
It ruined his whole career and everything. Like everything was ruined from him doing that. You know what I'm saying? So, but I don't think that's gonna be the same extent as Spencer Crawford. However, fans ain't gonna let him live it down.
That's
Like,
why
why
both
y'all didn't
kept
fight?
fighting Evander Holyfield. That's why he kept fighting Evander because of that. He fought him what 3 times? Didn't they fight 3 times?
Who? Riddick? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think they
that's
fought like
crazy.
2 or 3 times. But he didn't fight Lennox though. Yep.
Bro,
But
hey,
what
hey,
you think, boxing gems?
yeah.
I will say this though. There's one hopeful thing, and I always had this in the back of my mind. I said because they always throw out like a February date for a while. I'm like, they if they did it right, they would put this on Black History Month, and that's look like what they might be doing for promotion.
I don't give a damn.
He said, I don't
Bro,
give a damn.
I don't care no more, man.
Exactly.
I'm really look, bro. Whenever I catch Bushido live, I try to come on the show just to show I support the brother, and that's pretty much it, man. The Spence Crawford thing, I'm past.
You passed it now?
I'm past, bro. I've been past that shit.
Man, I'm damn near past it, y'all. I ain't gonna lie, I'm tired of it too, man. Really,
Yeah.
if they don't fight, man, just I don't know. Mandatories or something. I don't fucking know, bro. But
Yeah,
it's
do something,
frustrating.
bro. Fam, how many times has each one fought in the last 3, 4 years?
Spence only fought like 2 times in like years, bro. And Crawford fought,
2, 3 times, right?
yeah, something like that.
I
Not
mean, the
not too
shit is,
many.
and you wonder why they not as popular as you would think they are. They're
Right.
inactive. They're
Yeah.
inactive. Now, for whatever reason, I know Spence had a lot of, drama and trauma and all that shit, but they're two inactive fighters when it comes down to it, fam. So you're not gonna be that popular. Really, they're big fish in very small ponds.
Mm.
Big fish in very small ponds. I'm talking about welterweights. You know what I mean? In the
Right.
welterweight pond, but as when if they get together, they can make themselves bigger. You know what I'm saying? They can
Right.
jump in that the ocean of the Canelo Alvarez's, the Anthony Joshua's, the I'm saying, the people that's making real money.
Right.
But shit, they can't seem to do it. So
They gotta
hey,
fight
bro,
each other in order for that to really happen.
exactly, exactly,
Now, do you think
exactly.
Crawford is stalling the fight?
I don't know, fam. I don't know. I don't know who's stalling a fight, fam. I don't know what the problem is. Everybody keeps saying totally opposite shit
Right.
in
Every
every
week is
single
something
new.
different.
Yeah, bro. I mean, come on. I have no clue, fam. I'm not behind the scenes, none of that shit. So
Let me see. Crawford still ain't said shit yet, but he gonna have to say something. Let fans know, like, look, are we go get this fucking fight or what, man? You know what I'm saying? Like, because now Team Spence come out and said that they're afraid, they're perplexed if you're committed to this fight or not. They don't really believe that you're committed to this fight because they allegedly sent the contract out 2 weeks ago and they haven't heard nothing from you. But Crawford
You
I
know,
don't
said
believe.
he
I don't
said they
you
believe
know
want
what
what's
to.
Spence
messed up
said.
too?
hey, little lamb, I'm a goofy, but you listening to me in the comment section.
Hey, bro, yeah, I had to put him on timeout, bro, because he's been saying too much wild shit. I told
Your
him to calm
goofy ass
down.
out of here, boy.
Yeah, man, we can't disrespect the guys, bro.
Yeah, I've been telling. I said, bro, just keep it clean, man. And these guys been coming on everybody's necks.
Yeah, man, I got the
Me,
mods. The mods go warn them, man. The mods, hey, come on, little lamb, you gotta be cool, bro.
yeah.
Like you be tripping, bro. Like we could have differences of opinions and shit, but man, come on, bro. We ain't got to be calling each other names and shit. That shit's kind of, come on, man.
For real, just because you're a fanboy of a certain fighter, I mean, it's just too much, bro. That's why we know you're a fanboy. That's it.
He says there's no big money for Spence without Crawford, and they've been lowballing Crawford. So I'm not mad at him for playing the long game. Mayweather is toying with Terence.
And yeah, you know what's kind of messed up too. And I think this is part of the reason why they're inactive right now and they haven't followed this year. I think that it's going to look bad. Okay, so listen. So since this fight's not coming to fruition, right? It's gonna look bad on the guy who pulls out, and the guy who pulls out may have a legit reason. Like, listen, this fight's not gonna get made because we're not gonna get nowhere, right? And so they may have a legit reason, and if they pull out, then it makes them look like the duck. So it's almost like it's like they're out of stalemate because it's like, well, I don't want to be the first one to pull out the fight because if I do, then people are gonna say that I'm ducking. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like they're stuck in motion right now, almost. It's like a standoff. Okay, who's gonna if this fight's not gonna get made, who's gonna pull out first? And you can
Right,
kind of tell. You can kind of tell because with Spencer's tweet, like we've been stalling, I've been making weight for all this time. It's not easy. So it's almost like they're getting frustrated. Like, bro, is this fight gonna happen or not? Like, let me know. They
Yeah,
don't want to be the first one to pull out the fight.
yeah. Crawford fans just gonna say, "Oh, he's just making his fans comfortable for him to move on."
mm-mm.
You said what?
I mean, bro, look, it's gonna go both ways, fam. It's gonna be
Yeah,
it's gonna be narrative from both ends. So
yeah. I'm just saying, like, whoever officially pulls out, I think may get the full brunt. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't want to hear it.
Man,
Like
bro,
the
I
person. So
don't.
it's like a standoff right now.
All I know, y'all, is that they holding up the division. Guys like Boots Ennis, these guys are waiting, bro, and they getting older too. You know what I'm saying? Like this is literally holding up the whole division.
yeah, yeah. But it doesn't have to because it's only really like three men that
Mm,
even have a chance to fight him. So for everybody else, it shouldn't be holding them up.
that's true.
You know what I'm saying? They,
That's
they
true.
might somewhere in their heads they think it's holding them up. But if you're not Virgil Ortiz, Boots Ennis, or Stan Jonas, you ain't fighting them, bro.
Right, 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 right. Shit, man, they better do something, bro. Because I mean, at least get the fight made, and then it's for February 4th. Everybody get your shit together, get ready for the fight. But shit, we don't even know if that fight gonna really happen, bro. Honestly, at this
Exactly.
point, we don't even know if it's gonna really happen.
Exactly.
And this could be like the Khabib Tony Ferguson thing, to where they fight one of those cursed fights that just never happened. This cursed fight just never happened.
Could be. You watching Floyd Schofield tonight? I know it's the only boxing on, so
What's today? Friday? Thursday?
nah, it's Thursday. He fight on DAZN.
Today?
Yeah,
Thursday? What
yeah,
the fuck?
yeah.
Bro, I had no idea, bro. This is Thursday. I didn't even think about no, you know what I'm saying? I wait for Saturday, sometimes Friday, maybe Sunday, but not a Thursday.
I mean, he's a prospect, so the only way a prospect going headline is on a Thursday.
Oh, so he actually headlining too.
Oh yeah,
Who he fighting? Just a random guy?
yeah. Some Rosas.
I had no idea, bro.
He ain't nothing. It's about 22-5-1.
Damn, I had no idea it was a fight. Oh, you said now Dan Rayfield says it's saying February 4th. I mean, bro, I want to believe it, but we've been hearing for months these dates and shit, bro.
Listen,
that'll be the week before the Super Bowl. That'll be the weekend before the Super Bowl. Right?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
I
saying.
think so.
That's exactly what I'm saying. I said, you know what? I said, this is like my last hurrah. I'm going to believe that if it's going to happen next, it's going to happen in February. Because I already knew it was going to happen this year. But I said, I'll give it February only because February has some things going for it. The Black History Month, and I forgot it's Super Bowl. So if the Cowboys promote this fight, it's going to be much bigger. The promotion in February is going to be good. So I said, I can see it happening in February. Like, that's the last straw. If we don't get an announcement by like late November or early December, then I'm gonna say, you know what, the fight's not gonna happen next at all.
Well, look, the Super Bowl will be February 5th, right?
5th?
Yeah, well, that's great promotion.
It's gonna be the week after, the next week.
Oh, it's the week after this year.
The week after that fight, the 4th.
But you can promote this along with the Super Bowl, like, you know what I'm saying, like, or maybe you have it after the Super Bowl.
Let me ask you this real quick, because I've been following football. Is the Cowboys doing good?
No.
I ain't been following football either, bro.
Yeah, that's why I had to ask. Like, because he said, promote it with the Cowboys, but if the Cowboys ain't even in the Super Bowl.
Well, I mean, whoever football team, just have the NFL, like, if they can run an ad. I know it's expensive, but if they can run an ad, woo-wee, like if it happens after the Super Bowl, right?
Y'all know where is the Super Bowl this year?
I don't even know.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really follow football.
Y'all just boxing fans, huh?
Right.
Yeah, just boxing.
I'm gonna look it up real quick.
Me either. I don't know.
Slatini, he says, I've heard from a few sources that Crawford wants proof of funds. That's usually a sign that someone is offering something they don't have. Yeah, man, it's like business shit, bro. Like, that's like regular business type shit, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, why wouldn't he want proof of funds, or, like, why wouldn't he?
Oh, it's in Arizona.
Oh, it's in Arizona this year?
Yeah. But now the proof of funds thing, bro, was about the type of contract he was getting. So allegedly, bro. I can't even talk about this shit, bro. We don't even know if this shit is true.
We just gotta say allegedly, bro. Because Mike Carpenter will come out and say something, then somebody will say, look, this guy's lying, it's not true. Floyd Mayweather arguing with this dude on Twitter and shit.
Right.
So it's like, these guys, I don't know, man. Even the insider dudes, you can't even believe them no more with this shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? You can't even believe them with this shit. Yeah, Al Heyman broke the bank for Canelo, man. They had the money ready for Canelo. But they believed that Canelo was going to generate and they was going to get a good return off him. They don't believe in a Spence Crawford fight like that, bro. They don't. They think a lot of people, a lot of black folks going to be still in that fight, bro. That's what they think.
Al Heyman know Spence can't beat Crawford. He already know. That's why he ain't trying to get it together. I mean,
oh man,
it's basic. That fight is it's basic common sense.
Yeah,
that's all I gotta say.
Yeah, I mean it's a no-brainer at this point. It should be made, but I don't know, you guys. You said, why the hell did people saying Haney's gonna duck Loma? Yeah, I don't know, bro. What do y'all think about that, man?
I don't know where Paulie got that from. I
Have we
mean,
Paulie,
seen Paulie Malignaggi fight before?
yeah,
yeah.
Come on, man. That dude a trip.
I mean, Paulie could box though. He was a champion.
yeah, he was
Yeah.
able to make something happen with no power. So I mean,
No power. Yeah, brittle hands like Floyd.
yeah,
But nah, I don't know where he got that shit from. I mean, we'll see.
yeah,
I mean, now, if Haney signs for the fight, then should we be canceling Paulie?
right.
Like, can we
He
ever listen to Paulie again?
now, do you think Devin could comfortably make that weight one more time for a fight with Loma though?
Right, man. I posted that. I posted about that shit myself, bro. That shit looked terrible, fam. Buddy looked like a extra in Thriller or one of the dancers.
Facts, facts.
So,
He definitely look like an extra in Thriller, bro.
so I don't know, but he said, I mean, he performed very well,
Yeah, he did.
and he said he'd do it again. So it is what it is, man. It's on how he feel.
Yeah, I guess he gonna have to at this point because if he don't, they gonna be saying he ducked Loma, bro. That's gonna be the narrative. They're not gonna. They ain't nobody ain't trying to hear that weight shit. The narrative is gonna be that he ducked Lomachenko
Oh,
if he don't
facts.
fight him. So he gonna have
Facts.
to take that fight.
I mean, bro. So if he came out and said that he just can't do it anymore, you know what I'm saying, body wise, then
Right,
I would believe him because I saw the man look like Thriller. You
right,
know what I'm saying? But that's not what he said when he was asked about it. So
right. He didn't say that. So if Loma beats Jermaine Ortiz, now did you see Jermaine Ortiz fight? I don't remember ever seeing any of his
yeah,
fights.
I seen well, I did the film study, so I seen several of his fights.
Okay, I'm gonna have to check it
You
out.
don't remember the Jamel Herring fight?
Oh, he did beat up Jamil, didn't he?
Yeah.
I barely remember though. I'm gonna have to check out one of your breakdown of him. But what are your thoughts on him? Does he have a chance against Loma based off what you see?
Slim to
Slim?
none. Yeah, slim chances, found. Like, so I mean, he has a few footwork issues that Loma's probably going to take advantage of. But I just say this, man. So when Loma does his little pre slips and shit, you know how he
Mm-hmm.
he goes into the high guard and does that little pre slip like he's
Yep.
about to go to the body.
Yep.
When he does that, if Jermaine starts jabbing to that pre slip and forcing Loma back, then he's gonna have more success. But
Mm.
if he doesn't do shit about it, he's gonna get the brakes beat off of him.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
So yeah, I mean, basically Jermaine got to force Lomachenko back,
Okay.
and
Is
if
he
he
a much
doesn't,
bigger guy?
he's he's bigger. He's bigger for sure. But yeah, I say he's just a all around bigger dude. Pause.
Oh man. What's that? What next weekend, right? Him and
Is
Loma.
it?
The 29th?
Oh yeah. Facts.
Yeah, it's next weekend. So we gonna see, man, how Loma look. Loma was talking like he want to fight Devin next. So
Yeah, it's been a long little layoff, so we're gonna see.
mm-hmm.
Lomo ain't fought in a while.
Yeah.
It's been a minute.
And he looked good though before he left. I ain't gonna lie to you. He looked good in those fights. He last fought in.
Really? Yeah, Nakatani
Yeah.
and Comey. Yeah.
Yeah, he looked really good in those fights. But now, let me ask y'all this. Since we on this topic, could Loma beat Devin?
Yeah.
That's a hell of a fight, man.
Because that's
a
what
good
they're
fight.
saying. They're saying that Loma beat, like Paulie saying that Loma beats Devin, and Tiafimo thinks that Loma beats him. What do you guys think?
Real quick, I wanted to ask Boxing Gems this because do you think that what helped Tio the most against Loma was his power and his size, and if Devin, I mean, I'm not saying Devin definitely doesn't have power, but I just don't think he has that kind of power that's going to put fear in people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Nah.
Yeah.
So it was more so strategy than anything else. Shit. Richard Comey got power.
Yeah, he do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
true.
So yeah, it's more strategy than anything else. Like Loma does. Again, Lomachenko got some footwork issues to where if you back him up, you can keep getting him to reset his feet. You know what I'm saying? So he's gonna look real inactive offensively,
Mm.
and he's just gonna keep using lateral movement, skirting around the ring, and you can land shots where you can, but main thing is you're gonna be busy. He's not.
Yeah.
So it was the strategy that T.O. used that really helped him out.
Like hanging back and hanging back and just waiting. I see.
Nah, he was coming. Remember, he was coming forward. He was coming forward, being aggressive, taking Loma out the typical positions that he likes to be in before he attacks. So what Loma was doing, he was cross stepping back, he had L step, and start shuffling around. You're just using lateral movement. So it looked like for the first 6, 7 rounds, T.O. was coming forward. Loma was just on his bicycle.
Yeah, but Jim's his shoulder was injured.
Oh man. I guess his shoulder been injured in a bunch of fights then, because it's not the first time and it wasn't the last time. That's
Loma fans are like, oh man.
Bro, hey, trust me, fam. I got all the heat for it because I got 3 videos about it. So
man. Yeah, I wanted to see I think Devin can beat him. I think I was gonna say the reason that Paulie's talking shit is because he talked a little bit about why he got fired from Showtime.
Yeah,
and it was because he was just running his mouth saying, well, if Devin Haney says it, how come he could, he's acting like Devin got away with saying, I ain't gonna let a white boy beat me. Devin came out and was humble enough to apologize for it. And on top of that, he said I'm biracial. Like he goes, somebody was just talking shit in my live feed, but when Paulie said it, like he was saying it because I really think deep down they did a whole expose on him, showing people like the fucking shit that he likes on Instagram, and he had some really suspect shit like commenting on the George Floyd videos. Oh, this is a setup and all this shit. And it's like, yeah,
I remember that. Yeah.
That's why Steven Espinoza and them said, we ain't fucking with this dude no more. So when he said that shit.
Oh, that's why he got fired.
Yeah. That and it was some other stuff. Like he pissed,
Did he say something about Wilder or some shit?
Yeah, I was going to say he was upset too about I'm sorry. People were upset because he was talking shit about Wilder, and like people like Paulie as a announcer because he was honest, and if he thought another guy won, he would say something. But he went like way off the lane with the Wilder shit. He shouldn't even have been in the ring with him. Like he was saying some really, really dumb shit. And I'm sure fucking Wilder, Wilder's not the kind of dude that's just gonna he's not just going to sit back with his hand. He's going to say something.
Yeah, I'm not even sure if it's Wilder, bro. But think about who Paulie's really insulting. He's insulting the network. He's insulting the matchmakers. He's insulting the promoters when he says shit like that. Right. He doesn't belong in a ring with them.
The thing I don't understand. The thing I don't understand too is that if you're trying to sell a fight to people, if you're trying to sell your business, you do realize that black people spend money too, right? Like what the fuck is it? Like, even if you let's just say hypothetically that he's like this really evil racist dude. If you're trying to make money, why does it even matter? Like, what is the 2022?
Paulie seems to like to stir up controversy.
Yeah.
And say controversial things. You know what I'm saying?
He has that new YouTube channel too he's trying to get traffic to.
Yeah, so, I watched his video, his 15-minute rant on Devin Haney. I watched it.
Yeah. I feel like Devin kind of gave him what he wanted. He did.
Because that's what Paulie wanted. Now that's what help Paulie's channel grow. Paulie got shit to talk about. We always know Paulie got a lot to say.
Mm-hmm.
He said that Devin's dad bought his career. We keep hearing that from a lot of people that his daddy bought his career.
That's ridiculous. As if he didn't go in and win those fights and.
Right. But really, what I hear though, like I probably could get an interview with this guy soon, but on the small circuits, you gotta buy your opponents, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like you gotta pay for you gotta literally pay for your fucking opponents, bro. And you probably won't even get no purse or nothing either.
Oh, you talking about club fights and shit?
Yeah.
It's different. It works out. It's like a few different ways it works out, Bushido.
How? Explain.
It's like so that's a possibility, But normally, sometimes you have just small town promoters and shit that give purses just like everybody else, but they just be very small purses.
Right.
Sometimes like it's just a bunch of different deals you can make with the people that's not big in boxing. You know what I mean? That's basically what I'm trying to say. It's all types of
Backroom
different deals.
shit.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
been
I
to
remember
club
Bill saying
fights.
that.
You ever been to one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. So it's interesting shit, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yep.
get an interview from pretty soon I'm gonna have an interview from this guy named Wild Bill. I'm gonna get an interview. He's a fighter. And he paid for his opponents and he just wants to fight. Like he said he don't even get paid. He just paid for his opponents and he just simply wants to fight. So I'm gonna get a breakdown from him on that in an interview coming soon.
I know Devin did a lot of
So
he
wait,
did a lot of fights in Mexico.
Yeah.
He was trying, yeah.
So wait, what he pays the opponents off what he was supposed to get, or what?
No, he paid the opponents. Listen,
Gotta,
somebody got echo. Somebody got to mute their mic. But hold up. Yeah, it's echoing like a mug. Yeah, that was D Luckett. Yeah, that was you, D. But yeah, he said, well, he told me, he said that because I'm like, he don't get paid. He said, I'm like, what the fuck? You don't get paid? Nah, he actually paid for his opponents. He just do it because he just wants to fight. You know what I'm saying? Simply just wants to fight. He don't care about getting paid. He just wants to fight.
Right. Well, I'm asking a question because where the hell does he fight him at? In his backyard? I mean,
nah, they fight. They fighting like halls, pavilions, and shit like that.
Right. So they charge for tickets for that, right?
Yeah.
I mean, so money's getting generated. So what I'm really asking,
I see what you're saying.
I'm gonna pull up on the show and I ask him myself.
Yeah, I'm gonna get an interview with him. And I'm gonna ask him exactly, because the guy I work with trains him. He trained me a little bit, but he trains him too. And he told me that he don't get paid for he actually pays for his opponents. So I want to get some detail as to why is that and how is that and all that. Because I'm not about to get in the ring and fight if I ain't gonna get no fucking money.
Yeah.
I'm just not about to do it. And he's an older guy, he's in his 30s. He's just doing it because he wants to fight.
Yeah,
I need to find out
the medical bills.
Right. Like I'm not about to get my
he's got a chip on his shoulder.
I'm not about to get my tooth chipped and shit and I ain't getting paid. Nah, bro.
He's trying to get on bully beat down.
Yeah. Man, but that's pretty interesting. On a lower level, the club fighting and stuff is totally different.
Yeah, you should, bro. It's like the ones I've been to, fam. It's so many like fighters pulling out of the fights.
Yeah. That happens a lot in those smaller circuits, bro.
There's so much scrambling around before the fights. It's crazy. Like the whole card could change on you.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah. Most fighters do got second jobs, bro. A lot of fighters are part-time dudes, part-time fighters, man, until they can really get that good deal.
Fam, how many fighters in the world get paid more than $100,000 a fight?
Yeah,
right.
That's a minority.
Think about it.
That's a hell of a minority, man.
Yeah, because think about it. We see these paydays. We thinking all these fighters getting these huge paydays, but in reality, dude, not too many dudes getting like $100,000. That's a lot of fucking money just for a fight. In reality,
I really learned a lot about the business when the guy that walked out of the ring that was fighting F.A. Ajagba.
Yeah.
I found out that his name slips my mind, but I found out that like there's guys that box that are paid to give people on the come up rounds, and that's their whole business. Like that's how they make their living.
Yeah, of course.
And that guy in particular, he got screwed because they gave he signed a contract, but they only gave him like I think 50%, and they didn't want to pay per diem for his hotel and stuff. So he was like, "Screw it!" And right when the round started, he walked out.
Wow,
yeah, that's who they feed to blue chip prospects, or what I'm saying, guys they're trying to build. They're either called opponents or tomato cans.
Yep, opponents.
People were freaking out about it, and the guy that was talking about it said, people don't understand that's just business in boxing. Like there's dudes that give rounds, and there's dudes that are legit and stuff. And I was like, it's like everything else, man.
So have you ever been to a club fight?
I have, yeah.
So look, it would be the main dude, like the main event in that club fight would be the opponent or the tomato can they feed to a blue chip prospect.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? But he whooping somebody ass in this little main event. But as soon as they feed him to somebody in a higher level, he getting his ass whooped. And it is a business, bro.
Yeah.
But he's
It's a business.
building his resume, or he's building his resume with the club fights though.
Mhm.
Yeah. Literally, you have like you said, these blue chip fighters fighting these guys who really just guys that come off the couch or guys who got part-time jobs or full-time jobs who come in there who box part-time for some extra money. They don't go in there necessarily to win, but they go up in there just to, just to be an opponent, basically.
Yeah, but that's everyday business in boxing, fam.
Yep. Yep.
And it's like literally the cream of the crop.
Get into it with the club fights if you haven't done it, man. It's still cool to go out to a venue and watch some fights, fam. So, and it's all interesting as hell, and it'll teach you more about boxing too.
Yeah. Yep.
I go to a lot of they don't have them as much as they used to, but I used to go to a lot of the club MMA fights, and I did a lot of jiu-jitsu tournaments and shit too. But they it's crazy what what you see on TV versus reality. You're just like, what? Like, this ain't even it. But that's the thing. If you want to, that's where you make your bones, though. That's where you start and grow, and you get that valuable experience.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably even worse because they probably not even getting paid as much as the boxers do.
Man, it's MMA is frighteningly like it's a lot like one of the things that really kind of exposed me to just boxing and MMA and shit was when and how like it's not regulated, like they don't, like people were so shocked when they found out that Conor Ben popped. There's boxing, there's shit where they don't even drug test people, or they drug test them. They'll hand them a piss cup and they'll just hand it to them and they'll walk off.
Actually, I remember back when I was fighting, and mind you, I'm still like a novice, really, right? But I was pretty. I would say I'm pretty talented, but it was the guys that was more advanced, right? And I'm watching these dudes fight, and I'm looking at these dudes. I mean, they knock him up, and this is like a smoker. And I'm looking at these fucking dudes, right? These smokers is for like amateurs and novices and shit like that. Man, these motherfuckers were damn near professionals, bro. Beating up on like novices and shit, knocking motherfuckers out. These dudes' bodies look like they was on some shit. I'm like, man, hell, and they was and the way they was fighting was just like professionals, bro. The intensity was different. The power, speed, everything was different. I'm like, man, nah, bro. They just putting these dudes, and they probably was on some shit because there was no drug testing. They over here knocking motherfuckers out and shit.
That's the other element to it. The matchmaking on that level, man. The matchmaking on that level. So say if you come into boxing with no big promoter and no real manager, you could still be in boxing, but they gonna throw you directly to the wolves, fam.
Yep.
Directly. You know what I'm saying? You're just gonna be somebody's tomato can at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? There's gonna be no development for you. They're gonna throw you in the fire right away.
And you gonna probably end up being a journeyman or just a journeyman or not even journeyman, just a opponent, bro.
Facts.
Hey,
that's how you see them
echoing?
dudes. I think you. What up, D Lucky?
What's going on? I'm just checking.
Nah, bro, that's why you see them dudes that be like 3 and 15 and shit.
Yep.
They ain't had no they couldn't, no promoters, no managers, didn't have no development.
Now, would y'all do that? Let me ask y'all that. Would y'all do that? Like, would y'all go through that? Like, have a record that's 5-20 and you just there just to get beat up on?
Oh no, that ain't how I'm built.
Man.
I'm not built like that, bro.
Yeah, me neither. I want to
win. Opportunities in life, fam. So it depends on your opportunities.
And look at it too. Somebody asks you, you tell somebody you box or some shit, and they ask you your record. You ain't gonna tell them about that shit.
I box. What's your record? Oh, I'm 15 and 30. What?
Damn, you guys. I learned a little bit from one of the things I remember. I was watching an interview and they were talking about Mike Tyson, and they were saying obviously Mike Tyson had the skills and all that shit, but he had one of the best promoters. They wanted to promote him like they promoted a brand like Coke and Pepsi. Like the promoter the manager broke it down and said, look, that's why his style was designed to get knockouts, and people love knockouts. And the problem with that, though, is that it's like you said, most people don't go into it knowing that thinking that, oh, I don't need no manager, I don't need this, I don't need that. And it's not that a manager always gets you to where, to the best spot if they're a good manager. And that's the other part of boxing that people don't talk about. These scumbag managers that'll just fucking use you and abuse you. But
yeah,
it's just there's such a bigger business side to it that just totally gets swept. Like,
oh yeah,
I gotta remember the name of that video. I'll try to send it to you.
And exploring it is dope, man. I wish more people talked about that the business side of all of boxing, not just the big name fighters. You know what I'm saying? Not just the $1 million deals.
Yeah, that's why when I get an interview with Wild Bill, I'm gonna ask him about the business of the.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
Plug. I'm gonna ask him about that stuff. So that should be pretty good.
I don't know how many views it's gonna get, but
right.
It definitely gonna separate the real boxing fans from the
right
from the fanatics of fighters.
Facts.
I remember another funny one with managers. Do you guys remember Mark Gastineau, the football player that they brought in?
What, to box?
Yeah, to box. Yeah, yeah. He retired, and they brought him into box, and they were going to build him up to fight. This manager was building him up to fight against some journeyman, and they were begging the guy who was like a Golden Gloves championship, but he had some losses. They were begging him to take the dive, and he didn't. He knocked the dude out. And after he knocked him out, like if I can remember the manager's name, the manager was actually got killed. He got shot by a guy because he poisoned another guy. They were having a rematch.
What type of crazy story is this?
They were having a rematch, the Mark Gastineau dude, and because he had to beat him to get the fight with a pro to make a bunch of money, he poisoned him right before he fought. And Mark beat him, and the guy went to prison. He got out of prison and killed the guy. Like, there's a whole.
Damn.
I'm gonna send you that shit.
Yeah,
I'm gonna send you that now, Bushido. But it was fucking.
You're gonna have to share that one, Bushido.
Yeah, it was crazy. But the dude that was talking about it was like, he was like, "What do you mean?" Like, he was so innocent. He was like, "They do that in boxing?" And the guy just started laughing and was like, "What do you mean they don't? This is the way it goes."
Boxing's probably
Yeah,
one.
you gotta say that. I want to see that.
Yeah, I'm gonna look into that. Boxing is dirty as hell, bro, on all levels. Like the guys where I'm from Gary, Indiana, if they go over there to Chicago, they gotta damn near kill these dudes over there to beat them, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, they go lose every time. Even if they win, they go lose. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I wouldn't even put my kids in boxing. I thought about it. I'm like, man, unless they knocking everybody out like Wilder, or they a bad little motherfucker like Crawford or something, I'm not doing it, bro. Because it's just too dirty.
You gotta see it in them naturally.
Yeah, I ain't know you was from Gary, fam.
Yeah, I'm right here in Gary, bro.
Yeah, bro. I'm shit. Right now, I'm south suburbs of Chicago.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, we like 20 minutes away from each other.
Oh shit, we got to link up or something, bro. You right there.
Yeah.
You right there, man. We neighbors. Shit. Bushido and boxing jams, man.
Yes, sir.
That's what's up.
That's him.
I got a question though.
Huh?
With the Errol Spence tweet.
Yeah.
So him saying that Bud's stalling, you think he really wants to fight at this point when he says that?
Yeah, I think they both want to fight, bro. Honestly, I do. I think they both want it.
Do you think that's a good, and also do you think that it's going to promote the fight well? And because my thing is, okay, if he says that and Bud responds, at that point, ain't no way in hell the fight should be happening now. You know what I'm saying? Like you saying he's stalling, and Bud respond like, oh hell no. So I mean, I feel like they both prideful enough to be like, fuck this shit, we got to make this fight happen. Man. Like,
yeah, man. They go out and hit each other up on the phone or something. Like, hey, man, we got to get this thing going. The fans are starting to get it, you know. Salute to Dirty Red for the super chat. He said, bro, you from Gary? My people's out there. Yeah, man, I'm from Gary, man. I don't live in Gary right now, but that's where I'm from, you know. So, yeah. The place of the former murder capital in the 90s and Michael Jackson's birthplace.
I grew up in Indianapolis, and then we moved to Greencastle. I lived in Indiana for like 4 years, man.
Oh, yeah?
Hey,
Yeah.
Bushido, we used to go to Shangri-La.
Oh
know,
yeah.
we used
And
to,
ain't Gary the homer big dog, Glenn Robinson?
Yep. Glenn Robinson.
hey, Shane Rulai, 18 years old and up, strip club. So
Yeah.
as soon as the motherfucker turned 18, we was over there.
Yep. Yep.
One is
Man. But man, you guys, I gotta go get something to eat, man. We probably do this again tomorrow or something, you know. Maybe if you guys want to stop in or something. If we got something to talk about, we gotta have something to talk about though.
Oh,
I put them links in the chat, in the private chat, a couple different ones about the boxing promoter. But yeah, real quick too, I'll hop off too. I was just gonna say, Jims, that I posted a super chat a while ago about the sticky hands or whatever. There's actually a video, and everybody was rolling on that. There's a video of Roberto Duran. It's just a technique he would do when he would clinch. He would grab people's hands with his gloves on, and no matter where they move their hands, he would always follow their hands in order so that he could
okay, I got
something like that. Yeah, I'll send it again, but it's been a while. I don't know what it's actually called. I don't think the guy who posted it knew what it was called either. But they showed a video of him doing it at age 71, and he was doing it the same as he did when he was like boxing. It was kind of crazy.
Yeah. It's just a form of clinching and grappling.
Mm-hmm.
Roberto Duran is that mother. He knew how to fight, bro. I'm sorry. He had all kinds of tricks, bro. He's a dude he a little guy. He's a dude you take to the bar with you. He's ready. He's rumbling everybody, bro.
He was about it. Yeah. It says Roberto Duran's sticky hands technique remains impressive at the age of 70. I'll put that shit in there too.
That dude, guys, he got some skills, man. But yeah, you guys, hey, Sly, send me that link on IG, bro, so I can go off my phone.
Yeah, I got you.
And
I'll send it over.
Salute to you, man, Sly. Always holding your boy down. My boy AOB Easy, my boy Boxing Gems from around the corner, man, and my boy D Luckett, Joe Cool. Much love to all you guys on the panel. Much love to everybody in the chat. Hit that like button for your boy. We out of here.
Yes, sir. Take care.
Peace, man.